Hello out there, you're watching everything you need to know about Star Wars the card game. We're on the 6th of our 7 Jedi objective sets, and I'll get right into it. This one is called Last Minute Rescue. It is a 5-1 objective, so that's pretty standard. It is Cloud City as the trait here. It has a reaction. After you refresh, remove 1 damage from a target unit. So a lot like the last objective set we looked at, the Secret of Yavin 4, this has a lot of defensive ability to it. Taking a damage off a target unit is very, very useful. And we're going to go ahead and look at the 2 units that we have in this set. The first one is Redemption. Now this is our first capital ship, and this is a really, really big one. As you can see, it costs 5 resources, which is probably the most expensive card we've looked at so far. If you have your 3 objectives out, and they each produce 1 resource, and then you have your Jedi affiliation card here, you're looking at a total of 4 resources. You'd either need to have an objective that produced 2 resources, or you would need to have an enhance on the board, something like Repair Droid or whatever, that was going to produce a resource for you. So 5 resources, that's pretty big. It does have 3 Force icons. So if you're going to commit a unit to the Force, if you're going to commit a capital ship to the Force, this would probably be one that you could do that with. 3 Force icons is a big, big deal. It does 2 unit damage and 2 edge-enabled blast damage. Wow. Again, it's a vehicle, it's a capital ship. And its interruptibility, listen to this. When a character unit is destroyed, return it to its owner's hand instead of placing it in its owner's discard pile. Limit once per turn. So once a turn, when your character gets blown up, instead of putting it in the discard pile, you put it back in your hand. In card games, that's called bouncing, and that is a very, very important ability. Also important, it has a damage capacity of 4, which is amazing. It's going to take a lot of unit damage to get this off the board. That's absolutely outstanding. The next card we have in this set, our next unit, is Corellian Engineer. Corellian Engineer is a neutral unit that costs 2 and has 1 Force icon here. There's no combat icons. She's a character and she's an engineer. She has shielding, and it describes what shielding is here. When this unit enters an engagement, place 1 shield on any unit or objective in the engagement. That's amazing. You can put a shield on an objective, and the first amount of damage that went to that objective would knock the shield off, and then any additional damage would count against the objective's damage capacity. So that's a really useful ability to have. She has a damage capacity of 2 herself, so she can take 2 points of unit damage before going off the board, and in the meantime, shields and shields and shields and shields and shields. That's a very, very good card from a defensive standpoint. Our 4th of the 5 cards we're going to look at is Emergency Repair. This is a 2-cost neutral event that you can play. 1 Force icon. It says play only during your turn, because you get action windows both on your turn and the dark side player's turn. For 1 action, remove all damage from a target objective. Wow. So if you have something like, say, the Secret of Yavin 4, which could handle 6 damage, if it's been damaged 5 times, you can play Emergency Repair, and now it basically has a health of 11. They have to do 10 more damage capacity to it. So this is an amazing event card to have played, and our other event is called Force Rejuvenation, which is a 2-cost, 2 Force icon Jedi event. It's a Force card and a control card, and it's an action that says discard any number of tokens and enhancements from a target-friendly character unit. So if there are any dark side enhancements that are placed on there, because the Sith are known for doing that, and if you have damage tokens, if you have Force tokens on there, you can get rid of all that from a friendly character unit. Amazing, amazing, amazing ability. So once again, that was Last Minute Rescue. Just to recap, we looked at Redemption, Corellian Engineer, Emergency Repair, Return of the Jedi, and Force Rejuvenation. And just to recap on Return of the Jedi, that is a 3-cost event. Can't believe that got skipped. 3-cost event, 3 Force icons. As an action, put a Force user unit into play from your discard pile. So if you lose Yoda or Luke Skywalker or Obi-Wan Kenobi, you can put them into play, and it's like they never really left. It's a perfect card, and that makes this such a good defensive objective set. Between this, Force Rejuvenation, and Emergency Repair, you get a lot of good stuff. So anyway, that's a look at Last Minute Rescue. We still have one more objective set for the Jedi to look at, so I hope this has been helpful to you. Until next time, GLHF, and may the Force be with you.